expectations realistic? Every time I mention this one thing to parents, it's like a light bulb has gone off. So what's that light bulb moment I'm talking about? Ready? Your child, who just happens to have ADHD, is developmentally 3 to 5 years behind their peers. It's true. So for a moment, just take your child's age and subtract 4 or 5 years from it. And that's the developmental age of your child now. So consider, you have an 8-year-old child, subtract 4 years from that, and you have a 4-year-old child that's back in preschool, active, enjoying their day, exploring their environment. No wonder they're having so much trouble sitting all day long in their chair. Okay, so now what? Are you ready for this? Shift your expectations. Let me be perfectly clear. I'm not saying to change your expectations. I'm saying to shift your expectations. Now, what do I mean by that? Challenge our kids and keep them on pace for what makes sense for them. Would you give your baby a glass of water when they're still being bottle fed? I didn't think so. It's a very simple 3-step process to accomplish this. Are you ready for this? Number 1, understand where your child is developmentally. Number 2, figure out the next step of this developmental ladder. 3, support your child in reaching this step, and then the next step, and then the next step. Every step along the way. What happens if you don't do this? Well, I can pretty much guarantee frustration for both you and your child. Plus, your child's self-esteem is going to take a bruise. This child was standing next to a horse, and they've never ridden a horse in their life. Would you expect them to jump on the horse and just ride away into the sunset? I didn't think so. What's the point I'm trying to make here? Easy. Try to figure out where your child is developmentally and set them up for success and not failure. If you'd like to read more about this topic, check out my blog. You can find it at maureenlake.com. Thank you. See you next week. Oh, I almost forgot. If there's a topic you'd like me to address, or some subject that you just have a query about, or a question you want answered, put it in the comments and I'll make sure I get to it. Thank you. Have a great weekend.